Welcome back to Josh's Pickles. This is our first full week of building our pickle company.
That's right, and we're building it in public. We want to show you all that we can, the behind the scenes, what's working, what's not working. Today we're going to start with a taste test of our jalapeno. As you can see, I've already taste tested a little bit of these. But we're going to taste test the jalapeno batch that we made in our day one video. Let's go. Ooh, it's sizzling. All right, well, we're doing it right. We got cheesy nachos, and we're gonna taste test each of these jalapenos. This jalapeno is made this summer, but this was a partial cook. We pour boiling brine over it. This jalapeno was actually made last week in our day one pickle video. As you can see, I've tasted a lot of those already, but this one's a different color than this one. These were made the same day. This was put in the fridge right away. This was set on the counter to more quickly process and flavor. So you can see the color is faded. But these were made the same day. But I'm curious if there's a taste difference between this, and this. We're about to find out.
So will these eventually look like this?
They will, but not quite like this.
Okay.
It'll take a lot longer. So I think, those are several days old at this point.
Look how green they still are.
I know, that's crazy, right?
Awesome.
All right, so I think what we have to do, take a chip, one jalapeno, each try it, starting from this. You think
Okay.
there?
Yeah, because
Okay.
this is
the gold
our
standard.
neutral.
right?
We already know what that tastes like.
And we know what that tastes like. One jalapeno per chip.
Okay.
All right, this is the old. Those are so good. I mean, great flavor. I got the salt and the garlic, the jalapeno, obviously. It's much more crunchy than the jarred ones you get, like shelf stable at the store. But people love those.
It's just not like a punch in the face like a fresh jalapeno of spiciness. Either.
Yeah, it's not that spicy.
It's toned
right?
down.
It is toned down. You're right. Okay.
Which might be okay.
Yeah. Let's see what these taste like.
Okay.
See if they're better.
Thank you.
Oh. Okay, so this is jar 2, which was packed last week but left on the counter to flavor faster. Here we go.
Wow.
Crunchier. Now, that has the firmness and texture of a fresh jalapeno.
And that flavor, that fresh flavor.
So I think this is essentially what you would, if we went forward with this product, this is what it would be like in the store after a month or two, in a refrigerator, or 6 months or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the jalapeno. I don't know if you can hear that crunch.
I sure can.
But that's fantastic.
Fantastic.
All right, should we try the freshest ones, the green ones?
Yes.
All right, so these just went straight to the fridge. Let's see if they have as much flavor as the second jar.
You should cheers me.
Chills.
Wow.
Garlic. Yeah.
Oh, I think
good.
I like those the best.
Too? So that tastes like a fresh jalapeno.
Yep. These, compared to these, I also feel like these taste sweet a little bit.
Do they?
When you taste them side by side, I don't know if it's just me.
Oh yeah.
You know? What is that? Just the fermentation?
Or I don't know if the boiling brine brings out the sugars or something.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah, those do taste sweet by comparison.
Well, what we need to do is wait. We need to make a batch of these at the same time as these, and then wait
Oh, probably.
the same time, you know?
Yeah.
Wait 1 week, 1 month,
These-
6 months.
And these are definitely softer. They're not as firm as this,
Yeah.
and definitely that.
Yeah, I find myself reaching for these again.
Those are just downright crunchy.
I feel like this one may be the spiciest.
Really?
I don't know.
But you know that could just be like that's going to be a challenge with our product is jalapenos. Depending on where they're grown, what time of year, what strain they are.
How ripe.
I mean, you've probably experienced where you know, you can usually eat jalapenos, but then you just got this one piece that just blows your mind. So it could just be that. I don't know that it has anything to do with processing.
True.
I thought these were as good as it could get with jalapenos,
I
but
did too.
these are better. Not bad, but yeah, it's just not as special.
This is unlike anything on the market.
Oh, for sure. We invented a new category.
Oh,
Liz.
no.
So there we have it. We have a winner. I'm really excited. I don't know if the world will agree, but we think this is a really special product. So we'll see what stores think, and you know, if anyone wants to stock and try it, we'll see what customers think. Hopefully you can be one.
Absolutely.
I'm going to continue.
Let's just keep eating.
This is lunch. We'll just call this lunch. This is the side benefit of building a pickle company is you just get to eat pickles all day.
Okay, so we're talking about label?
Yeah, let's talk about label and brand. Last week we decided Josh's Pickles is going to be the name. I've done some thinking here
Okay.
in this doc about what taglines. And for the folks at home, here's a coveted jar of pickles left over from our summer batch. I only have 2 or 3 of these left. This is the label and what it looks like. And you can see, you know, we've got the name, Josh's Pickles, the crunchiest pickles known to man is kind of the tagline, the flavor, dill crazy. After all these years, I said in the last video, I think we use song titles, but I don't think that's gonna, and then we have some ingredients and made with Utah Food Act and old world recipe and handmade in the Rocky Mountains. So all of this needs to change. I think we just need to rethink generally on all of it. So these labels are going to go away. So let's talk about what aspects of the label we need to change. So I think the first is tagline. Let's talk about tagline.
Yeah. So are you not in love with crunchiest pickles known to man?
Well, I think there's 2 problems. One, we can't probably claim that they're the crunchiest. Pickle crunch is developed by calcium chloride in refrigerated pickles. All refrigerated pickles have some calcium chloride. If they don't, they're pretty soft. So we use calcium chloride in ours as well. That's what gives them a really crunchy crunch. But it would really just like who can use the most calcium chloride in their pickle would be the crunchiest. So I don't know if that's a claim, and I don't know if that's why people buy a pickle like, oh, I need a crunch right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think the crunch is the side benefit. You know, it's more about the flavor, or it's more about, you know, what's special about our recipe. I think there'd be better things to claim.
I really liked last week when you said why people love us is all the flavors spoke evenly. It's fresh, organic.
Yeah.
So something in that realm. Is more closer to what we're going for.
Yeah, or what's the overarching statement that captures all of those things? Yeah. So what's great is, you know, that we use real dill, fresh pollinated dill, and real chunks of garlic, and we've been told we have whole and chunks in here. That's kind of part of our brand. It's not just a bunch of very uniform pickles or slices. You can make sandwiches with these. You can snack on them. You can slice them into spears if you want to. Okay, so some ideas that I was thinking. We'll try these on for size.
Okay.
For the pickle connoisseur.
Oh, okay.
I think the people that love these pickles, they're different than your average pickle buyer. 67% of Americans buy pickles, but some smaller percentage of them actually eat pickles regularly.
Right.
Like I'll take a break in the afternoon and have a bowl of pickles as a snack. Most people are like, I'm gonna buy a jar of pickles and leave them in the back of the refrigerator for months or years. I think our people are like pickle connoisseurs, people who love pickles. So it could be for the pickle connoisseur, or for the pickle lover in you. Or I thought of another idea is love in every crunch.
That's cute.
So it's not claiming that we're the crunchiest, but it is claiming they are crunchy.
Yeah.
And you're going to love these things.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that one. And then I started thinking about another thing that's interesting about ours is just like the family tradition and the recipe. Tradition in every jar, flavor in every bite. Passed down, pickled right. That's another idea.
Cute. Okay.
Heritage pickling, modern flavor is another idea I had. Pickles rooted in family. From garden to jar, we used to grow them in the garden. When we're commercial, they won't be grown in a garden, but passed on through time, perfected for you. Those are all kind of speaking to the heritage, speaking to the story, right?
Yeah.
What one resonates with you the most?
Something simplistic speaks more to me, because heritage pickling, modern flavor, what is heritage? I don't know. Heritage pickling is just a little...
Ooh, let's eat some heritage pickles tonight.
Yeah, I just don't know that's like...
Oh, man, yeah. Wait, are those heritage pickles?
For the pickle connoisseur, I think it's a good idea. Love in every crunch.
That's my favorite. Love in every crunch.
Yeah.
It says a lot without having to say a lot. Is there a way we could say for the pickle connoisseur or for the pickle addict or...
like synonyms for connoisseur?
Yeah, or just somehow say these are for serious pickle enthusiasts. For the serious pickle enthusiasts.
Only grab these if you meet these qualifications. I'm just kidding. Admirer, fan, enthusiast, aficionado, supporter, fanatic.
Fanatic, that's a good word. For the pickle fanatics, or made for fanatics by fanatics. We get you. Are you a pickle fanatic? Those are the people we're making this for. The people that buy 30 jars and then text me a month later and say we're out.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't believe this, but some people eat a jar of pickles every day. That's crazy.
I can believe that, because when I open one of these, it's like a frenzy starts.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot think about it for a couple days, but then when I try one, I'm eating at least half the jar.
Right. They just go. Well, Red Lobster's tagline was for the seafood lover in you years ago, so this could just be for the pickle lover in you.
Yeah, that's cute.
All right, so we're seeing our favorite taglines and seeing what ChatGPT says.
Tradition in every crunch.
See, that's pretty good. Tradition in every crunch. But that's like heritage. Like, I'm going to get out some pickles. Are those made with tradition?
Right.
Because I want to make sure. I don't know if people care or not. They just
I don't think so either. I think it's less about family generations and more about crunch, fanatic, love.
Yeah. I think that's the headline.
For the love of pickles.
That's actually not that bad.
For those who dream in dill.
That's not bad either.
That's cute!
Yeah.
For every pickle enthusiast. For pickle lovers by pickle lovers.
Yep, that's
For the crunch obsessed. For the pickle people. For the bold and briny.
People, papers, pickle. What's the line from The Office?
Yeah.
We're the people's paper people.
Paper people.
Paper people. Yeah.
Dunder Mifflin, the people versus paper people. Dunder Mifflin, the people versus
Time out.
That stood out pretty quickly for the love of pickles. That's why we do this. That's why you would buy them. It's not bad. It's pretty good actually.
Yeah.
For those who dream in dill. I like that.
That's cute.
But the tagline, like the headline, because some of our pickles are dill, some are not dill.
They're jalapeños.
Jalapeños, the garden mix, the other products that we create may or may not have dill. For the pickle obsessed, for those who dream in pickles, for the craving obsessed, for the craving. That's good, because I think pickle people really just get a craving for pickles. Like, there's nothing that satisfies.
Salty, it's vinegar.
Salt, vinegar, flavor. It's not bad. It's healthy.
It's like 2 calories.
Right. Yeah. It's crunchy. I'd love pickles to overtake chips or popcorn as like a snack at the movies or something like that.
So I love that we're narrowing it down.
Wait, unbold all of them. Let's bold the ones we like.
Yeah, okay.
Crave the crunch.
It's too, like, cereal to me. Like, Pop Snapple Crack. Yeah.
Pop Snapple Crack?
What is it?
Snapple Crack and Pop. Pop Snapple Crack. Yeah.
I don't know. Crave the crunch. It's like one of those quick cereal ads on TV, you know?
Yeah.
Pickle your fancy.
That's clever. Crunch into happiness, that's a contender. Try Josh's Pickles. They're crave the crunch. Pickle your fancy.
Yeah.
For the pickle lover in you. If you don't crunch into happiness on these suckers, I'll give you your money back. For the craving obsessed. For pickle lovers. Try Josh's Pickles. There's love in every crunch.
I like that one a lot.
I do too, and that was like the first one I thought of. Mm-hmm. Sometimes your first idea is the best idea, and you can never beat it, but you should always try to beat it. Where pickles meet perfection. That's interesting. That's interesting because I feel like that's why we're doing this. There is not a product like this. Most people who have had these, they can't eat another pickle after, once.
When I compare these to Clausen, and I really like Clausen before this, I'm like, oh, too much spices going on.
Yeah, they're trying a little too hard. For those who dream of pickles, the pickle of your dreams. For the craving obsessed. Now, I feel like any product could use it. Just like the Pop Crack, Snapple Crack.
Shut.
Or pickle lovers by pickle lovers. All right. You got to pick one.
Okay, so for me, it's to these 3. Nope, not those 3.
Love in every crunch, for the love of pickles, for those who dream of pickles.
What about you? What's your top 2?
Top 2, love in every crunch. We agree. Maybe pickles meet perfection, where pickles meet perfection.
Yeah.
Maybe pickle your fancy. I like For the Love of Pickles too. I don't know. This is one, I think we just need to sleep on it. But I think we have some good contenders.
Yeah.
If you like any of these better than the others, we want to know in the comments. So just let us know.
Help us.
If we're just like reading right past it, or if there's an idea you have, let us know. Okay, part 2. Let's talk about what the product name should be, what flavor. Okay, so right now, dill is called Dill Crazy after all these years. After the Paul Simon song, Still Crazy after all these years, which has to be explained to some people. Hot dill is Some Like It Hot. Some Like It Hot. That song, which maybe you don't know if you weren't alive in the 90s. Jalapeno is Encarnacion. You want to sing it?
Encarnacion.
From Nacho Libre, which that's a deep cut if you don't know Nacho Libre. So these are cute if you get it, but
no one's gonna get all of them.
no one's gonna get all of them. I find when I talk to people or they're texting me or they want to order something, they don't say, I want some Encarnaciones. They're just like, I want some of those jalapenos. I want some of the hot dill.
Yeah.
That's what they say. And when I say, oh, do you want some more dill crazy after all these years? They're like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
So I just don't think they're going to work. Do we just go lowest common denominator, like the simplest, like these are dill? Or are they classic dill? Or are they Roland's dill? Or are they heritage dill?
I think heritage dill implies that there's another type of dill. Roland's dill.
Yeah.
Okay, is there Josh's dill? Or like,
Yeah.
like I see a lot of people do like kosher dill
Mm-hmm.
or classic dill.
Mm-hmm.
I think classic dill is a contender.
If we come up with a heritage dill or a classic dill, then what is hot dill?
Yeah. What do people call it when they text you? Spicy dill?
Spicy dill or hot dill? On the levels of heat, spicy seems like it's lower than hot.
Yeah.
But these are pretty hot. And I don't know, for most people.
Mm-hmm.
But if you like hot, you like these because they're good. But they're not like, let's have an eating contest hot.
Yeah.
Let's do a challenge and see if you can eat one of these.
Yeah.
They're just, hot.
Yeah.
They're
I think I
spicy.
like hot dill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. To try to be a little different, I feel like everyone uses the word spicy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know if I see hot a lot. But
That's what I call them. That's what a lot of people call them.
yeah, and like you said, if you're already calling it that,
Yeah. Okay, so if this is hot dill, what is this? Is this
classic
just,
dill.
you think it's classic dill? That's what they used to be on the label before I went to the song names.
Or just dill, but
Dill, garlic, salt, vinegar.
I don't like garlic dill because there's garlic in everything. So if you said garlic dill, it'd have to be like garlic jalapeno.
Which is not bad.
You know? Or garlic.
Because I think that's what makes these good is they are kind of garlicky.
Yeah. So what do you call this one?
Encarnacion.
You can't give it up.
That'd be dumb. It's just jalapeno. Jalapenos. But if you're calling this jalapenos, do you call this cucumbers? Right? That's what's hard.
Yeah. What do they call jarred jalapenos at the store?
Nacho slices or
Okay, yeah.
jalapeno rings.
Ooh, nacho something is.
That's how I got to Encarnacion. And then I was like, I gotta get a song name for all of them.
I get it.
It's just seemed to me, since I've named it song names, it seemed to me that creates more friction, and they just end up calling it what people say. I want more jalapenos. Give me some more of those dill. I want some of those hot dills.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think we just maybe go with the crowd on this one.
Yeah. So hot dill.
Dill.
Jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
Okay. And I love the different colors or something to identify.
Yeah.
Because if you grab both of these, you might not notice right off the bat that these are hot.
Yeah,
You
for
know?
sure. Okay, what other label things should we talk about? I think there needs to be a story part of this panel that wraps around the jar. There's story. There's maybe a picture. Maybe that picture of Roland and Madge up there.
Yeah, that's cute.
But the one I kind of want to use is "Hits Yonder Spot."
For this little red flag.
Yeah. Do you like that?
Yeah. But
Do you
the
think
thing
other
is,
people
don't get it?
Do you like that? What do you think of "Hits Yonder Spot"? Why I like "Hits Yonder Spot"? It's something my dad says. After he eats a good meal, oh, that hits yonder spot. So it's kind of a little inside joke from the family.
Yeah.
It's like a funny accent idea, which is I made him a label. That says John's Pickles, and I put "It's Yonder Spot" on it. And so when I did, I was like, "That's actually pretty good."
Yeah,
people get that.
That's cute.
Let us know in the comments if you get that.
What else do you have on here?
Handmade in the Rocky Mountains.
Okay.
But is there a benefit like, oh, where were those pickles made? The Rocky Mountains. Let me try them.
Right.
Or
just the fact that they're local.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not bad. I think we've got some other options for like supporting statements. 100-year family tradition since 1925.
Mm-hmm.
But it probably is actually longer than that. We just don't know or have record. I know from Roland and Madge's diary that Madge kept, they were making pickles and selling them in Leslie in the 1930s. And I know that they learned to do that from Madge's dad, Reuben Schofield. Which
so definitely.
It's definitely past one, but I'm thinking, since we're starting in 2025, we can easily claim 1925.
Yeah.
We could probably claim further. I don't know. I don't know if people care, like, again, it's like heritage. 100-year recipe? It's gotta be good.
I like it more than 6th generation recipe.
The other thing we could put down here is featuring Redmond salt. Then we could have like Redmond's logo.
Yeah,
The thing I like about
their brand.
the Redmond brand is they've kind of done a good job selling to like Whole Foods, and they're kind of one of the staple brands of a Whole Foods or a Trader Joe's. They're a premium salt. They're kind of 70 trace nutrients and minerals in there. It's kind of known as a healthy salt. So I think.
So definitely, because if these end up in Whole Foods, people will recognize.
Yeah, a Whole Foods buyer will know Redmond salt.
They'll be like, oh,
Redmond salt.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and then I think we'll have to explain, with Redmond salt, it's kind of all soaked up here, but there's all of the trace minerals, and the bentonite clay is at the bottom of the jar. And so we'll have, if we use Redmond, which I'd like to, we'll have to have a little, why is there stuff at the bottom? Is this, what's the dirt?
Should we open one of these?
Yeah, we probably should. I don't know, this is how old is this?
I don't know.
Well, we made them in July or August. Yeah, so this is what, 6 months?
It's been 6 months.
Ooh, it smells good. We'll see how good they are.
Oh, they're so good.
They're so crunchy still. Wow, listen to that. Oh. These are good.
See, half the jar.
Pickles like a fine wine. Try the spicy. I wonder how spicy that is.
Tell me.
Ooh.
Are they hot? Really hot? Oh, those are good.
Those are pretty spicy.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we have to say hot, Bill, then. Or we just don't put in so much
I
habanero.
think hot.
What do you think about, I'm thinking the label should go all the way around the jar. Like we're going to have nutrition facts and ingredients, story, maybe contact.
Redmond salt. Why is
Redmond
it
salt.
brown?
Why is it brown? So we're going to have to design the label. So we've got a couple of designers in mind we want to work with and just kind of rethink the concept, rethink the design, rethink the label format. We also need to look into.
The thing about it going all the way around is, do you want people to have a window to see the product?
I like that now for sure, but I know we're just going to need more real estate because you can't even read Rocky Mountain.
Yeah.
I'd love to talk. I'm thinking time is best spent. Maybe just give you a little update on progress we've made and what we're doing. And then would love your feedback on, because we're like trying to make label and brand decisions right now. So I know that's, center stage for you. So yeah, does that make sense? We kind of show you guys.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, let's do that. And there's some basics you want the hierarchy to be clear.
Yep.
You know, okay, it's pickles, the branding,
Yep.
and then what am I getting? It's artisanal, it's you know, whatever, snacking for it, whatever it is. It's like, okay, I can see it's pickles, it's in the pickles section. I see the brand, and then I'm told what, either by the visuals or verbiage or both, like why it's different.
Yeah.
I think if you can just nail that hierarchy, that's really what you're going after, you know?
Maybe let's spend time talking, because this is fresh. We were just having this discussion this morning. Elements of the label. What stays, what goes, what's a good tagline or headline.
Yep.
So let's go back to that doc. And this is not comprehensive. There's a few things that should be in there. So we've got, this is like potential taglines or headlines. Then
Cool.
we've got flavor, size, and then additional supporting statements potentially. And then is that dirt, you know, Redmond explanation.
The Redmond salt, the red.
Yeah, the red
The
stuff
stuff at
looks
the
like
bottom.
dirt in the bottom of the jar, you know?
You gotta kind of lean into it, like, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, it's one of those things that could be like, yeah, I know people are nervous about it. It could turn into a big asset for you. Like, oh yeah, they did that. They went with the red salt.
Oh, dude, yeah, it looks like there's dirt in the bottom. Oh, have you tried Josh's Pickle? Are those the ones with dirt? Dude, those are amazing, you know? So
Yeah, totally.
I kind of like that, you know?
I always loved, you know, Dill Crazy after all these years. Some like it hot. I think like part of your personality is that it's punny a little bit maybe.
Yeah.
So that stands out, you know?
And I don't think we talked about that this morning too. Like, I don't think those names are going to make it.
Right, yeah.
You know, did we talk about that before?
The Encarnacion.
Yeah, because people don't get it,
It's a little
and
out there.
nobody uses those names. Like when they're like, "Hey, I want 20 more dill," like, and whenever I say, "Okay, so you want more Dill Crazy after all these years," people are like, "What do you mean?"
What are you talking about? Yeah, totally. The feedback I get, they're like, these are the best pickles I've ever had in my life. But like, you know, what is it? What do you feel like it is? Is it the freshness? Is the crunchiness? Is it? And where I'm going with that is because you could have a fun tagline. You could also be just an exploration. You could actually succinctly try to highlight your point of difference. Like
Yeah,
our
brand promise.
Unless it's like fanciful, like a little bit like Pickle of your like dreams is, I think, okay. You know, dream, like for those who dream of pickles, I'd almost cut the for those who and just have the tagline be dream of pickles or something like that.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like something a little bit more concise and a little bit more like pithy. But I like where you're going with just like you're talking to who they are. Like if you are this, then this is for you. Like I like that.
That's the best vehicle I think we found, and we got to let you go.
Yeah. Okay.
All
We'll
right,
talk
I'll let
soon.
you
Let me know when you want to talk again.
Okay.
I'm in.
See ya.
Thank
Right,
you.
That's the longest video. I feel bad for whoever has to edit that. Wait, is there love in every crunch? There is! Let's eat them. And by the way, I call them pickles. Even when we're growing them in the garden, I call them pickles. Hey, let's go pick pickles. You know why? Because I see them at their potential. I see who they can be. I don't think of them as cucumbers. I know that they can be pickles. I know that they can be pickles, so I call them pickles.